Welcome, Patriot fans, to the Wagner Athletic Complex here at Carrollwood Day School campus. Tonight, the Carrollwood Day School Patriots host Admiral Farragut Blue Jackets in what should be a fierce showdown of high school football. Tonight in the booth is Dan Bergen here announcing the game, and alongside me as always is my pal, the very tight R.J. Wood. Every September, the mere sight of swaying oak trees under a beautiful rosé sunset, basking and rays down upon the vibrant green tundra of CDS, is enough to get fans to flock in droves to the Wagner Athletic Complex. And on this cool autumn evening, we get to enjoy one of the great rivalries in sports between the Blue Jackets and the Patriots. And to quote the Academy Award-winning movie Varsity Blues and legendary actor James Vanderbeek, we have the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity tonight to play like gods on this football field. Let's go, Patriots, and have a holiday, football fans!
Well, hello, CVS Patriots football fans. I'm Reese Kaplan, and I'm here
Frank
with
Verdi.
Yes, you are Frank Verdi.
That's true.
And you are also wearing a Saquon Barkley Giants jersey.
That's right. Giants Buccaneers this Sunday.
Absolutely. But tonight, on this gorgeous Friday evening, it will be the Patriots and the Blue Jackets from Admiral Farragut. And it looks like in just a moment here, A.J. Grysack will be kicking off to the Blue Jackets. And there it is. Oh, and it's muffed. Now it's Glenn Richardson on the return. He's going outside. Still going. And finally the tackle there by the kicker Grysack.
Grysack working double duty tonight.
So it looks
Nice
like
kickoff to the
Grysak is also listed as a linebacker, and he's showing that skill right there with a tackle.
Definitely looking like Pat McAfee out there laying him down after the kick.
Oh, yeah. Got to have some mad respect for Pat McAfee. As far as the Patriots defense goes, it's going to start us out here this evening. You got to look for the big man up middle, Karosh Special K Rashidian.
Ooh, the Colossus from Calgary.
Absolutely. He's the new guy, new kid on the block here on this team, and it'll look to be a force tonight. And the handoff there. And not going to get anything out of it is the runner Uriah Jenkins. Swarmed by the Patriots defense led by Reggie Johnson.
D-line coming up big on that play. Look for them to make some big plays tonight.
Number 17, the always Visco, Bryce Travelos. Put in the finishing touches.
And after that short run, it'll be 2nd and 9, maybe even 2nd and 10. Good start for the Patriots. They'll look to continue the momentum. Snap there. He's going to take it himself. Patriots with ferocity taking down quarterback number 7, Tonio Shavers.
He ran into the unstoppable.
Yeah, just swarming there. Dominic Smith came up big on that final tackle after the Patriots rally to him and take him down as a group.
Polished off by the rest of the line.
Absolutely. Dominic taking out that anger he has just in general in Spanish class and using it here on the football field.
Down, Patriot fans. Let's go.
After some short runs stopped by the Patriots, it'll now be a 3rd and 7 for the Admiral Farragut Blue Jackets.
Yeah, and Patriots seeming to lock down the run early. You're going to want to see if Farragut's going to try a deeper pass here. Maybe Patriots secondary needs to get ready.
Absolutely. Patriots have the hype. Farragut looking to counter said hype. Snap to Shavers. And he's going to throw it deep. And he is going to connect deep to Martell Mott. Looked like coverage was good by Trey Gibson, but just a perfect pass. And that's going to be a huge gain there for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, all of a sudden looked like Patriots had them stopped 1, 2, and then the third play finally go deep, and all of a sudden they're in Patriots territory.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate, especially because the coverage looked good. There wasn't really anything Patriots could do there. Just an unfortunate play. And after the big gain, Admiral Farragut will be on the 29-yard line, 28-yard line, that is. And Tonio Shavers will be under center. It's a run outside. And that's going to be Mott again. Finally brought down right around the 10-yard line.
Riedel Anthony Jr. with a tackle.
Tackle made by Riedel Anthony Jr.
First down, Blue Jackets.
Fortunately, that will be a first down for Admiral Farragut. The first down occurring right around the 10-yard line. It looks like it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. It's going to be inside run. Brought down by Dominic Smith.
Yeah, aside from that one play on the last one, you know, Patriots D-line really holding up the middle, preventing those big plays.
Absolutely. Especially big play there to keep it 2nd and goal from the 10. If they can keep doing that, they'll force them to pass, and inevitably one's going to fall to the ground. Snap to Shavers. It's handed off to Mott. And he's going to be stopped up the middle. Again, Patriots D-line making their presence felt early here in this game.
Now the Patriots secondary is going to have to step up, try and stop that 3rd and goal completion into the end zone.
It's going to bring up a long 3rd and goal for the Blue Jackets.
It looks like they only got a yard on that play, so it will be 3rd and goal from the 9. Patriots having a chance to stop the drive here. The question then would become field goal or go for it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
And it looks like Farragut's going to take a timeout here and think about what they're going to do.
Yeah, an early timeout, a little bit surprising, but it is a big situation. They want to get the most points they can get.
Yeah, capitalizing here on this first drive can really set the tone for the rest of the game.
So I guess we'll just wait out this timeout and jump around a little bit. And now after the timeout, we're going to resume play. 3rd and goal from the 9 for the Blue Jackets. And Shavers is in the shotgun. And we are going to get a whistle.
That's going to be a false start by the Blue Jackets. Now, all that preparation into setting up for that third and goal from the 9 is going to back them up all the way to the 14.
Yeah, absolutely devastating. Not the end of the world, but it does make it a lot tougher. It's something you don't want to see if you're the Blue Jackets, especially after that long timeout.
Yeah, now if there was any doubt about a pass, you got to think it's got to be certain now.
Yeah, either that or some sort of trick draw play. A run would be surprising.
Yeah, but I'm not feeling it right now.
Shavers looking to pass. Now he's going to scramble. Going outside.
Oh,
Finally.
What a hit laying into him. Oh, who was that?
Looks like it was Rydell Anthony making the stop there at the last minute. He was showing up the last minute there, just like my co-commentator to this game.
Stopping him hard.
But just in time, just as the Patriots defense did.
Avoiding catastrophe. And it worked. False start proving costly for the Blue Jackets. And they're going to send the field goal unit out here. Not a particularly long field goal, but at a tough angle on the right hash. See if kicker Joseph Harold make it, and he will, splitting the uprights and giving Admiral Farragut a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you're Farragut, you do like to see those 3 points in the first drive, but when you knew you were so close to getting 6, it's really hard to come away with only 3.
Absolutely, but luckily for the Patriots, the defense bent, didn't break, and they'll get the ball here just down by a field goal.
I think 17's got a big leg.
And there's the kickoff by Harold. It's going to take a hop, and now it'll be fielded by Anthony, but he'll just take a knee. Intriguing play there. Not getting it on the fly and just sitting down with it, trying to avoid potential catastrophe.
Yeah, sometimes in that kind of situation, it's better to just take the knee and maybe forego the extra 5 yards you could pick up instead of costing yourself a fumble.
Yeah, absolutely. The defenders were right there. You don't want to lose the ball. Really, the yardage, it's going to be a minimal difference. But the potential of losing the football, that would be a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Running late.
And now the Patriots with the ball. Quarterback Brendan Palomar in the shotgun. And the snap. It's going to be handed off and quickly swarmed There's a running back. Appears to be Ty Brown.
Hand off to Ty Brown for no gain.
And it was. Fortunately, that run will be for no gain, maybe even a slight loss. It'll now be 2nd and long. And Palomar in the shotgun again. Man in motion. It's Almari Brown. It's going to be a short pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it out wide to his running back.
Yeah, Patriots trying to get that screen pass getting going. You know, pick up some yards after the catch, but you can't really do that if you don't make the first catch to start with.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Just not a very long pass that needed to be completed. You'd expect that to at least get started, although there were defenders ready to mess him up if he caught the ball. So now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Patriots.
You got Reedell Anthony Jr. on the outside, single coverage against 10.
Likely going to be a pass play here. They need to make this 3rd down. It's going to be a handoff.
Handoff to Ty Brown.
And Ty Brown is going to be swarmed behind the line again,
Handoff to Ty Brown.
making it 4th and too much.
4th and 12.
And they'll look to send the punt unit on here, led by legendary punter A.J. Grysak.
Yeah, clearly everyone on the field and everyone up here thinking pass, but, you know, sometimes you're going to try the run and see if you can pick up those extra yards, catch the defense by surprise. Nobody was fooled there, Reese.
Absolutely no one. Admiral Farragut almost expecting a run there. And we will await the punt. Rysak's punt bombed up.
Nice.
Going to take a Patriots bounce and go out of bound right around the 40-yard line. Oh, maybe not. We'll see where the referees spot it.
Takes a Patriot bounce and passes to the 38-yard line where the Blue Jackets will take over.
Referees spotting it at the 49-yard line of the Patriots.
That's an interesting spot, Reese, but, you know, we're not up here to make those calls.
No, we're not. I guess it went out of bounds a little bit earlier than we saw up here from the booth, but that is unfortunate for the Patriots. Thought they had an extra 10, 20 yards on the bounce. The referees having their little powwow, little chit-chat. And they're going to figure out what's going on. It looks like that's Debo out there, a little salty about the call.
And I would be if I was him too, you know.
I mean,
Clearly
he was
looked like it went out far, far on the side of Farragut, but apparently not, according to the referees.
Yeah, and the legendary Debo was right on the sideline. He probably had a better angle than the ref, to be fair. But the Zebra Boys have the final call, and then the ball will be spotted at the CDS 49-yard line. And quarterback, a different quarterback, throwing it deep to Mott again. And good coverage there by Trey Gibson, swatting the ball down.
Trey Gibson
Quarterback there was
masterfully in the
Ty Vongvenekeo. Nailed that on my first try.
Nice work. You can tell they were trying to go downfield again because of how that worked in the last drive. Just doesn't work because of that solid Patriots coverage.
Yeah, and that was Trey Gibson again they were going after. That's the one they got the big pass on despite fairly good coverage. Not giving it this time. It'll now be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And we'll see what the Blue Jackets elect to do here. Snap to Vongvenekeo and run there. Still going. Long run there by Uriah Jenkins. We're going to get the yellow handkerchief of doom, and we'll see why.
Shoestring tackle by Washington, saving the touchdown. Followed up by the always Visco.
Colton Koppel.
The result of the play is a first down. At the conclusion of the play, there's a personal foul on the offense. All right. A 15-yard penalty. It'll be first and 10.
Well, first of all, that was pretty swanky that they got the audio. I'm just going to start there.
Yeah.
Second of all, extra swanky is the call. It's going to be a nice, thick personal foul call on Admiral Farragut.
Yeah, and even though the defensive line let up a 10-yard run, as you're Washington coming in with that shoestring tackle, making the play before the guy gets free and goes towards the end zone.
Yeah, so despite the first down, they'll hardly get any yardage. Uriah Jenkins running again.
Dude, 25 does not.
This time for just about 7 yards.
Number for personal foul. Washington seals off the corner. Forces 25 from the Blue Jackets. Out of bounds. Result of the play is a gain of 8.
It'll now be 2nd and 4 for the Blue Jackets. And the handoff again to Jenkins. Into the pile, and we'll see where that's spotted by the referees. It looked to be near the first down mark.
Who got that? Who's on the ground right now?
And it looks like it'll be just short, bringing up a 3rd and inches.
The immovable object, Dominic Smith, with the tackle.
And Reese, forgive me for being a little Tony Romo-ish trying to predict the play, but you got to think with how well they've been running the football so far that they're going to just try and pick up that 1 yard by the ground.
Oh, absolutely. Uriah Jenkins has been lights out so far. They'll likely look to test the Patriots here, especially when they'll probably have 2 more downs to get the first down. Oh, they're going to go out to measure. Ball was very close to the first down marker. They just want to be sure. And it is going to be just like Kevin Hart at a theme park, just a bit short.
Big surprise, 3rd down.
And now it's 3rd down and about referees, whatever you saw the referee do there. Yeah, that long.
Yeah.
Whatever you just saw, the it's good sign.
It's a very precise measurement.
Yes, it's like a foot.
Mm-hmm.
And in short, they're just going to have Vung Vitakeo run it. And it looks like that's going to be good enough for the first down.
Quarterback keeper is good enough for a first down. Gain of about 6.
A lot bigger of a gain than you'd expect to get out of that kind of play, but it was what it was. It'll now be 1st and 10 for Admiral Farragut.
Why doesn't that kid have a uniform on? Right there. What's his deal? Any inside AV club?
And Vung Vitakeo in the shotgun again, handing it off. It won't be for a whole lot there. Run by Martel Mott. It'll be a gain of about 3. And that'll make it 2nd and 7.
Making a big tackle, stopping him for a short gain. 2nd and 7.
And Patriots are going to have to come up and make a stop at some point. Farragut just marching down the field at will.
Yeah, that Patriots D-line that looks so immovable, so ferocious in the beginning is seemingly weakened. They'll look to get their swagger back here. Running play again to Mott. He's going to run the outside with speed. It looks like he'll be, oh my gosh, he's still running. Why is he? He's running the other direction. This is insane. He's got blocking downfield. And oh goodness gracious.
Man.
Wow. That was impressive.
Oh, but it looks like it's going to be called back. There is a yellow handkerchief in the backfield.
Yeah, the flag being thrown, I have to imagine it's holding. I mean, he
Personal foul.
ran up and just reversed the entire course of his run. Somehow staying on his feet and took it into the end zone.
It's going to be a blindside block, and that's going to take that all the way back, Reese.
back 15 towards their own end zone. Negating what was a spectacular.
And Admiral Farragut going back, back, back like it's the home run derby. Just about to where they started this drive at the CDS 48.
Yeah, and what was a crazy play now all of a sudden as Farragut backed up almost towards their side of the field.
Yeah, it was nearly Sports Center worthy. But called back because of a penalty, and it'll now be second and about 3.1 forever. Although technically, pi is 3.1 forever because it's keeps going.
Too true.
Anyways, if I'm going to take you back. He's got pressure, but he's still going. He's going to bomb it deep, kind of a duck. And it's going to fall incomplete, nearly intercepted by Riddell Anthony Jr.
Yeah, Dominic in there with the pressure just forces him to throw the ball away and almost intercepted. That's a careless throw right there.
Yeah, absolutely. More harm than help on that throw, especially when he was near the line of scrimmage when he let it go. And I think it's third down, but it's hard to tell because the marker's like broken or something. It looks like a
somewhere in between a 2 and a 3.
Yeah,
we'll call it 2.5.
We'll call it 2.5 down. And it will be Vong Vedekeo under center, handing it off to Jenkins, and he's going to be stopped right at the line. And that was Ty Brown, the running back for CDS, making the tackle.
And it looks like that was for third down. Reese going to bring up fourth, and you know, in that scenario, sometimes it's better to just take the run instead of forcing another careless throw.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to just bomb it really Aaron Rodgers style to get that first down. And they just decided it wasn't worth it. They'll look to punt here with Joseph Harold.
And to be fair, I don't see Aaron Rodgers on this field.
No. Aaron is not present, nor is his stash, nor is the new NFL legend Gardner Minshew.
He's a bad, bad man.
And Harold's punt deep. And fielded by Riddell Anthony. Avoiding initial contact. Still going. On his feet. Moving outside. Got down the sideline. Staying in bounds. And now going out of bounds. Past the midfield line. An electrifying return by Riddell Anthony.
Absolutely incredible effort there. It looked like Saquon Barkley hits him with the spin move, jukes to his left, turns on the acceleration, and jets up the left sidelines for a huge Patriots return.
Oh, yeah, he turned on the nitrous for that one. And it looks like they're going to set up their drive. The exact same spot where Admiral Farragut set up their drive, the CDS 49-yard line. And looks like we're listening to some early 2010s bops in the Wagner Athletic Complex tonight.
Couldn't ask for anything better, though.
Now all we need is a touchdown. Brendan Palomar in the shotgun. And it looked to pass. It's over the middle, intended for Najir Washington. Just too high. It looked like he was open.
Yeah, almost had two guys open there, but just goes right over the heads of both of them.
Indeed, the sail was on sale there.
Maybe there's a light breeze blowing that direction.
Yes. It is beach day after all. Perhaps that was just the sea breeze from Red Rain. We'll get Palomar in the shotgun again. Ty Brown right next to him. Rolling to his right. Avoiding a sack, but just throwing it into the ground there as he was falling. And it'll now be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just lucky to get away from the sack there. Get it back to the line of scrimmage and just roll with the incompletion with the next down.
It'll be interesting to see what the Patriots do here on 3rd and 10. Their previous 2 pass attempts were no bueno, but it's a bit far for the run. We'll see if they get creative here to try and pick up the first down. And yet again, we'll get Brendan Palomar in the shotgun. We'll see if we pass yet again.
Brown's in the slot.
We are going to get a stoppage.
And that'll be CDS taking a timeout. Going to plan this long third down here, see if they can get it going and get some points on the board. As there's only a minute and 17 left in this first quarter, and we are scoreless for CDS.
Yeah, Patriots still just trailing by that field goal, 3-0 score, nearing the end of this first quarter.
Dozier!
Well, we don't know where all these Patriots have come from, but hopefully they're going to the end zone. Brendan Palomar alone in the shotgun. Oh, maybe not. We've got number 11, Colton Koppel, running on and now entering the backfield. Here's the play, and oh, that's tough. He's going to feel that one tomorrow. Big sack going immediately was number 7, the quarterback, Tonio Shavers.
Yeah, Shavers there snuck up on that blitz and just seemed to go unblocked right into the backfield.
You know, it looked like he had help there from Avonchel Hazard. And now it's going to be 4th and too far for the Patriots. They'll look to punt again with A.J. Grysack. And back to receive the punt will be number 2, Martel Mott, the guy who had his incredible highlight reel run taken away by a penalty.
Who's kicking? Grysack? Grysack, back to kick.
A little bit of a high snap. Bit of a weird punt, but it looks like it'll be effective, although it won't take a CDS bounce. And it will be stopped right around the 32-yard line.
Grysack with the soft hands, fields a high snap. Punts the ball out to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Farragut. What's wrong with your finger? What happened to your finger? Giving a rusty trombone and slip.
And after the punt and a little bit of jamming out to Bruno Mars, Admiral Farragut will take over at their own 32-yard line.
Oh!
He's going to be absolutely smothered behind the line. Is Mott. It'll be a false start. The play is negated. Would have been better for the Patriots.
Yeah, almost one of those few circumstances where you don't want a false start on the offense by the defense.
Yeah, but the whistle was blown before the play, and it'll now be 1st and 15 for Admiral Farragut.
Dude, look at the cheerleaders. They're fired up. Look at the little ones. Look at the little guys. They're just fired up. Look at them all. I love it. That was a great picture, Dan, and your family. Oh, thank you.
And Von Glenn under center. Run is now to Jenkins. He's still going nearly after the tackle. He's still getting jiggy with it, but he won't make it back down to the original spot of the drive, and it'll now be 2nd and 14.
Almost had the identical play set up as the last time. Looked like he was going to take him back huge behind the line of scrimmage. Then just seemed to get a little too jiggy with it, escaped a couple Patriots defenders, and made it back almost to the line of scrimmage.
Expert analysis there by the one and only Frank Verdi. And it was a similar result as if they just had the sack.
I did in the afternoon. Went out, yeah. I got out. Want a little bit of money. Can't, doesn't hurt. We can play all sports and games. No, I played 18. I was going to actually tell you, like, got off at 1:30. It was packed.
And we're going to get a break here as it is the end of the first quarter. Patriots trailing 3-0. We're going to flip the field because football. Just going to apply that Photoshop invert feature. It'll still be 2nd and 14 for the Blue Jackets. They'll just have to walk across the field.
I don't sleep much. I'm 58. You need your rest?
And now finally the play. Handoff there to Jenkins. He's going to be stopped right around the 32-yard line. Referee is saying 33.
Tackle by number 66, Liam Stevenson.
Tackle being credited to Liam Stevenson.
Looks like it's going to set up a 3rd and 9. That's really been the story of the night so far for Farragut. Just penalties, setting him back, and then struggling to get back to the first down line.
Absolutely. The MVP of this game just might be the yellow handkerchief of doom. And the Patriots will look to make a stop here on 3rd and 9. And it looks like we're going to wait just a little bit longer as Admiral Farragut taking a timeout early here in the 2nd quarter.
Who's their quarterback? Who's their quarterback?
Big 3rd down, Patriot fans. Let's go.
Now, finally, after the timeout, we're going to get 3rd and 9. Tony O'Shaver's now in quarterback. They've been doing a 2-quarterback system.
Come on, Johnson.
He's going to look for it. Oh, and a burp. Taken down. WWE style. And Dominic Smith making it happen. Some help from his friends. 4th down and too far now for Admiral
3rd
Farragut.
down, that is huge. Patriots defense clearly knew they were expecting a long pass. Dominic gets in there. No chance of completing that. Swarm down far, far, far back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Dom having a night for himself so far.
That's only the 2nd quarter.
I can't help but wonder if it's because he took part in Grill Club on Thursday.
He's eating good, man.
He's been eating good, and now he's eating good in this game. And Admiral Farragut will look to punt. As usual, Rydell Anthony and Najir Washington back to receive. Another long punt. It's going to be received by Rydell Anthony, but he'll just take a fair catch.
Fair catch called by Rydell Anthony Jr. at the 34.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 34-yard line. And now the Patriots offense taking over, looking to make something happen. They've just not had anything going their way so far. Looking to change that trend on this drive. Palomar in the shotgun.
I had gum all the way over here. Like, gum.
A little bit of a high snap, but it's run by Ty Brown. He's still going and met fiercely by number 72, Avonchel Hazard.
Ty Brown takes one for the
Yeah,
team.
got right through the first line of defenders, but then swallowed up by the second.
Hard one. Second and
And
9.
if that had been me on the running play, I think I
Ooh.
would have seen my life flash before my eyes. Hazard
Man.
being a hazard for the Patriots.
Nightbreeder plays Hillsborough tonight.
Or would it be a hazard for the Blue Jackets? No, I think by definition it would be a hazard for the Patriots. And a benefit. You know what? No one's grading. Palomar again in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. And it looks like Admiral Farragut, defender jumping, appeared to be Antonio Johnson, number 24.
Look at the girls.
Now, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots offense sets up a lot more options. You can run, you can throw, you can do pretty much anything in your offensive playbook.
Absolutely. Those 5 yards opening the playbook might just be 4. And we'll see how jiggy the Patriots can get here. It'll be a running play. And Ty Brown getting a yard or 2.
Ty Brown fighting to gain 3. 3rd and 2.
It will be 3rd and 2 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet
And as
to
much as you
notice,
like to pick up that first down on 2nd and 5, it's just a good idea to get to the run and bring up a 3rd and short so you can really make sure that you got a good chance at getting that first.
Yeah, definitely. And this gives them a great chance here to pick up a first down, get some momentum, get the train rolling,
Go, ladies.
and they will look to make something happen here. Palomar alone in the shotgun. It looks like the Patriots are going to pass. He's going to have to scramble. Running, getting the first down as Palomar. He's going to go out of bounds there, picking up the first down, nearly getting to the middle of the field, right around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, great improvisation there. It looked like they were going to pass, and they certainly were intending on that, but the scramble comes up big anyways.
Yeah, it looks like he was nearly tackled by number 74, Douglas DeFaria. But just used his speed like Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow indeed. Patriots now 1st and 10 from their 49-yard line.
Palomar ice. Washington. Split out to the left. Twins right. Riedel Anthony.
And the snap a little bit high.
Hands off.
Running play. It's Dylan Vargo, number 84. We'll see where they spot this with forward progress. It looked like he got some yardage before being
Dylan
pushed
Vargas
behind the
breaks
line,
across
and he will
the 50
gain a
line.
yard.
Vargo looked like he had an angle there, and he certainly did. He was trying to go towards the right, but then a couple of Admiral defenders just seemed to get him at that last minute and then dragged him down backwards. Looked like he lost a couple when he could have had some more.
And if you are just joining us, there are 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Patriots trailing just 3-0. Snap to Palomar. Pressure. And nearly caught by Trey Gibson, but potentially better if that ball hit the ground. It was almost tipped and intercepted,
Incomplete.
but luckily we don't live in that alternate reality.
3rd and 9.
Yeah, Patriots been trying to set up that screen pass all night, just really haven't been able to get the touch on the ball where it needs to be in order to set that perfect yards after the catch up.
And absolutely, I consider the Patriots lucky there. Pressure could have led to a big loss.
Certainly. Difficult to set up the defenders, though, for the blocking. Really a complex play.
And what is going on?
And talk about a complex play.
A little bit of trickery, some mumbo-jumbo, and tomfoolery. It's going to be Riedel Anthony in the Wildcat running wide, and he's throwing it. And was that caught in bounds? Are they going to call that a catch? Amari Brown secured the ball, but they're going to call him out of bounds.
Well, unfortunately, we have no replay booth to go to, but Looked like Kyler Murray on that, rolling to the left and then just unloading it down the left sideline.
Really, Kyler Murray's your go-to. I was thinking of Odell Beckham back before he joined Cleveland, throwing to Saquon Barkley or Sterling Shepard.
You had to go there.
I had to go there. I had to go there just like Odell had to go to Cleveland. And unfortunately, with the call, it'll be 4th and 9. Patriots punting here. A.J. Grysack looking to flip in the field, and the snap is no bueno, and that's going to be recovered by Grysack, but he'll be down, and Admiral Farragut will take over at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A disaster of a play.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter who recovers at that point as long as you're down there, Patriots or Admiral. It doesn't really matter, just down at the spot, turnover regardless, and now Admiral has the ball deep inside Patriots territory when they haven't been able to put together a real solid drive in the past couple of times.
Yeah, this is a very tough situation for the Patriots. Perhaps the only good part of that play wasn't a scoop and score, but not a whole lot Grysack could do after the high snap.
Yeah, and as the music tells you, the CDS Patriots, even though they're in this position, they just won't back down.
Oh, let's not be too petty here. It'll be, yeah, there it is.
Oh, boy.
KO handing off to Jenkins. Jenkins moving, just powering through, getting all the way to the 10-yard line.
Patriots been good about stopping the run in the past couple drives, but every so often they give up that inside chunk run, and now all of a sudden Admiral on the doorstep of the end zone.
Look at this, Miss Callahan. A little bit of tempo for this Admiral offense. And it'll be again to Jenkins. And Jenkins has been an impressive runner. He's got the speed and he's got the mass. We'll see where they spot this one. Looks like it'll be the 4-yard line. Patriots needing a goal line stand here. And if they run inside again, we'll have to look to our savior, Special K. Anyways, Vongmenikeo wanted a name under center. Hand off again to Jenkins because that's been working. And he will be stopped just short the 1-yard line.
Brought down hard at the 1 by a gaggle of Patriots.
And welcome back to the hydration station.
The one and only hydration station.
And I don't know if you know this.
Both teams are going to get that dihydrogen monoxide here with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Patriots trail 3-0. And Admiral Farragut knocking at the door at 1-yard line.
So if you're thirsty, make your way down to the Patriots concession stand and enjoy a nice cold Dr. Pepper.
And it'll now be 1st and goal on the 1-yard line for Admiral Farragut. Patriots needing strength, grit, and a miracle to prevent a touchdown here. Hand off to Jenkins. And we're going to get a touchdown call. And that play will put Admiral Farragut up 9-0.
Yeah, not much you can do there on the defensive side of the ball. You'd love to see a stop, but it's just so hard to stop the running back's forward momentum from keeping them from falling into the end zone.
That is physics right there.
Ooh, HL.
HL. Because we only do HL here at the AV League. Not that that makes any sense.
We could make it a course.
I mean, film's a course, and that's basically just AV.
Well, and according to Schoology, Grill Club is also a course.
Thank you, Schoology. Very cool, and we await the extra point here from Harold.
Hey, Dave Dozier.
Put down, and it is through the uprights and good, extending the Admiral Farragut lead 10-0.
Yeah, and that's just easy points in the part of Farragut. You know, they got the ball placed on the 30-yard line to start the drive. Not real hard to go 30 yards and get it into the end zone.
Yeah, it was really set up by that failed punt play. It was easy Eddie money. 2 tickets to a touchdown. And Patriots will get the ball back, but trailing 10-0 here with 5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the second quarter. And now the kickoff from Harold. Dude's got a leg, and that's going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
That was a grown kick by Farragut.
Man, I thought Adam Vinatieri was considering retiring, but here he is tonight.
Ooh. Well, after the touchback, Patriots taking over at their own 20-yard line. They're going to huddle up and figure out what they need to do to move this football, which has been so tricky to do tonight for the Patriots. Palomar in the shotgun. It looks like Riddell Anthony might have one-on-one coverage on the right side. It'll be a handoff to Ty Brown. And nothing to it. Stuffed. Loss of 1.
Brown on the handoff. Tackle for a loss.
That'll be a TFL for Admiral Farragut. 2nd and 11. Oh, 2nd and 12. And movement. And it's going to be a handout out wide for Riddell Anthony. He's just going to go out of bounds. And we'll see where they spot it. Didn't gain a whole lot on that play.
Yeah, you'd think with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, down 2 scores, they're going to have to look to the air at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Patriots so far, to paraphrase Patrick Starr, it's been difficult to take the ball and move it over there.
Look at our center versus 74. Look at that. It's just, look at it.
All right, it's going to be 3rd and 10. Palomar throwing it quickly outside. Looks like Dylan Vargo. And it's going to be a gain of about 1. And it's now going to be 4th and 9. And in this part of the field, they're just going to have to punt.
Yeah, finally set up that pass behind the line of the scrimmage that they were working on all night and then just couldn't get those yards with all the defenders swarming to him.
Yeah, absolutely. They were just storming Vargo there like he was Area 51. Although, if you're tracking it, only like a couple dozen people showed up. I mean, what happened?
Yeah, there was like 2 million people signed up for that, I thought.
Yeah, we really thought we were going to see them aliens, but in reality, some people just got arrested, and the rest just kind of had a party. And it will be Grysack punting. And a better snap this time, but a whistle.
Of course.
Prior to the snap, there was encroachment
And that'll be good news for the Patriots. Get some more yards. Have a little more breathing room for this punt. If they could just do that a few more times, Patriots could get a drive going. And that snap high again. Grysak now finally punting it. And that's going to be touched by Admiral Farragut. And finally taken down is the second quarterback, Tonio Shavers, and that was strange.
Every single element of that play from start to finish was one of the craziest things I have truthfully ever seen.
Oh, I mean, I guess with forward progress, they're going to mark that at the 45 of Admiral Farragut.
What looked like it was almost turning into a Farragut touchdown in the end zone all of a sudden turns into a crazy punt, and then not only is it returned at the 50, but the returner grabs it, gets grabbed, keeps going backwards and backwards and backwards, and now all of a sudden Farragut, who looked like they were going to start with 7 points or maybe just on the 1 yard line, is all of a sudden backed up to their own 45.
Just to get a timeline here, Patriots had a good snap, but it was called for encroachment on Admiral Farragut. They get 5 yards, another bad snap. Grysak just running after the ball like a wild goose chase, barely getting it off without it being deflected, and it goes all the way to midfield with the bounce. It looked like it may have touched an Admiral Farragut returner.
Oh, it definitely did.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
And at which point the Patriots could have returned it for a scoop and score for their own touchdown. But after that, balance of power World War I, and it looks like Admiral Farragut's going to get at their 45.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's just standing around trying to really understand what just happened. CDS looked like they were about to give the ball up, and then all of a sudden Farragut looked like they were about to give the ball up.
And I mean, if that had been picked up by a Patriots player and returned for a touchdown, there's no level to describe how bonkers I would have gone.
Yeah, and I do take HL physics, Reese. There's no amount of physics that can explain what just happened.
Yeah, that was otherworldly. Doctor Strange. What is going on?
Maybe just pondering the questions of
The
life.
timeline continues, and it looks like the Patriots have the ball.
I cannot even begin to describe. We are going to have to sit here for the next half an hour and try and debunk this play.
In a stunning turn of events,
It looks like it was a penalty on Admiral Farragut, maybe running into the kicker. I guess when he was trying to. Although which point he was almost a run. I don't know what's going. I'm at a loss for words.
Maybe we'll have you in halftime pull up Mr. Jannereth and try and have an in-depth HL history analysis of that one.
We need some Thucydides honor, fear, and interest to explain what just happened. For the referees are speaking the language of gods. So timeline.
And now there's timeouts.
We thought it was going to be Admiral Farragut ball at the 45, but it's Patriots ball at the 40. I guess since Grysak picked it up and started to punt,
made him still a
it
punter?
made him a punter. And when the Admiral Farragut defenders tried to tackle him, it was roughing the kicker, allowing the Patriots to get the ball back at the 40-yard line. And that is an interesting way to pick up yards. It's going to be a fake, and now a handoff to Rydell Anthony. Moving up the middle, changing direction. He's going, still going, and that'll look like a gain of 10, but, of course, a flag.
Yeah, what else would you expect after that, though, to be fair?
Go Big Red! They called timeout. Leave it on. I thought it was a timeout.
And now the continuation of just strangeness continues.
Patriots are about back to where they started before this whole.
Oh my gosh. This is too much.
With all this adding and subtracting of yardage, I'm gonna have to get my math binder out.
Absolutely, gonna need that TI-84 Texas Instruments. And it'll now be 1st and 20 after the holding call. I'm under center. He's gonna roll out, and gonna be thrown to Droblos. Might have hit the ground. It looks like it did. Now 2nd and 20.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, he's just better off hitting the ground than actually catching it. Farragut guy was just about to wrap him up the second he was going to catch it.
Yeah, and Palomar, really no time to throw that. He's been under pressure pretty much every time he's dropped back to pass, which isn't really a good thing if you want to win and stuff like that. Anyways, it'll now be 2nd and 20 here. 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Patriots trail by 10 nearing the end of the second quarter. Palomar dropping back, looking to pass, and it'll fall incomplete. He was being taken down WWE style, and it'll now be 3rd and 20.
Once again, just better off getting that pass off than taking the sack. Hits the ground, but at least it's only 3rd and 20 now.
Yeah.
Could have been 3rd and 26.
At some point, you want to stop saying at least, and you want to be saying, yeah, we did a good play, but
Pass incomplete.
'tis not the case.
3rd and 19.
3rd and 20. Some say 3rd and 19. It doesn't really matter. It's 3rd and a lot. And Palomar on the shotgun. He'll look to pass again. Short throw to Ty Brown. And that ball is going to pop out, but it's going to be jumped on by Almari Brown.
Yeah, Patriots just keep looking at that screen pass. Just really hasn't worked for them. Either it's an incompletion, it's a fumble, or it's just a sack for a loss.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and way too long. They'll look to punt, but the way things have been going, that might be a way to get a first down.
4th and 17.
So look for this punt to either be a touchdown for Admiral Farragut or a gain of 30 for the Patriots, because that's
Somehow.
how this, somehow, some way. Just, I am just shaking with excitement. And a good snap this time. Grysack, a little bit of a shankopotamus, but it'll take a Patriots bounce, and it'll make it anticlimactically to the Admiral Farragut 46-yard line.
Take over at the 46. 1st and 10. Blue Jackets.
And after all that, it's as if they'd have just given it to Admiral Farragut.
And just
their
kind of
45.
subtracted 2 seconds off the clock, or 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, they've just gotten an extra yard. But we have exactly 2 minutes left in the second quarter, nearing the end of the first half. Patriots trailing 10 to Goose Egg. Or really any egg, for that matter.
Well, I don't know. Are goose eggs that oblong and angular?
I guess that's when you have to look up. Venova something, throwing the ball.
Get the pick!
Riddell Anthony just off his hands.
Riddell Anthony Jr. just misses the interception.
And
Would have
an
been
incomplete
a
pass,
great
but
turn of events for the Patriots.
what, the wide receiver, you'd expect him to catch that one. Just going to hit off his thumb.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, Riddell really just playing all over the field. Had that great kick return earlier. Has had a couple of good runs, and now playing defensive back. Almost came away with the interception.
Come on, Riddell.
And Vong Benekeo getting away with one there. After a bad pass, he's not Tua Tagovailoa and other people with names that are giving me a hard time.
Done a pretty good job there tonight with it, though.
You just got to say it fast. That's the key.
So nobody can hear the mistakes.
Absolutely. It'll now be 2nd and 10. Vong Benekeo back, passing. Wide open is number 6. And he's going to be brought down, but after a first down, Glenn Richardson with the catch, taken down by Bryce Drablos.
Yeah, high throw for Richardson, but it really didn't matter. There was just so much room around him.
First down, Farragut.
The clock's starting to wind down. Only 1:40 left in the first half.
Clock ticking down here.
Vong Benekeo back,
Farragut takes
passing, has a little bit of time, scrambling, avoiding defenders. He's got a blocker, and he'll be pushed out of bounds by Riddell Anthony.
Run out of bounds.
And that scramble is going to be good for about 8 yards.
Yeah,
Now
young
2nd and 2.
Dom, Dominic Smith getting the pressure, but you can tell the quarterback's deathly afraid of him. Doesn't want to even come close to him. Just starts scrambling and runs away and picks up about 7 yards.
Absolutely. Unfortunate for the Patriots. After Dom successfully got back, Admiral Farragut still getting yards. And a minute 27 left here. Bongmanikeo back. Passing down the middle. Wide open is Richardson again. And he's going to be taken down right around the 10-yard line.
Again on the tackle.
Why are cheerleaders cheering? That was bad. Anyways.
First down, Farragut from the 11.
Farragut
Minute 17
at the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, not 1st and goal. In a minute and 6 seconds, plenty of time. Bongmanikeo throwing out wide to Mott. He's taking it in and avoiding defenders and scoring a touchdown with less than a minute left the first half. That will give Admiral Farragut a 16-0 lead over the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots D clearly thought he was going to cut outside, but then just hits him with the left leg, cuts back inside, and then dances his way for a touchdown.
That is indeed what happened. And Admiral Farragut will look to add another in the form of a Joseph Harold extra point. And that extra point is going to be good. Farragut extending their lead 17-0. Just 57 seconds left in the second quarter.
Extra point's good for Farragut. 57 seconds to go in the half. Patriots 0, Farragut 17. There's Trisha and Kelly. Sasha's not next. David and Kim. Hey everybody, it's a Patriot tradition. Before the half, we would like to have the kiss cam. So if you're sitting next to your significant other, I see Kim and David over here. Sasha and Shane, where they at? Hey-o! Kelly and Trisha! Kiss cam! Woo! That's right.
Well, Admiral Farragut will kick off just as I'm concerned about the future of humanity. And as you're Washington chasing it, and it'll go out of bounds, resulting in a penalty, as you're not allowed to kick it out of bounds on a kickoff without getting the yellow handkerchief of doom.
So we will see the return of La Bandera Amarilla.
Sí, la bandera amarilla.
If only I had that knowledge on my Spanish test this morning.
Absolutely. And as by rule, penalty for kicking out of bounds is starting the drive at the 35-yard line. Now, if that were a punt, would have been near perfect as it actually went out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. But it wasn't. So Patriots going to get the ball at 35.
Maybe hope to get some points on the board by the end of the half.
Yeah, they'll have to hurry up. Only 57 seconds left before the end of the half. They'll need something to change as the offense just hasn't been moving. Stopped like Germany and Stalingrad. Hand off there to Rydell Anthony. Trying to be shifty, but not a lot of gain.
Rydell Anthony Jr. with unnecessary roughness on number 10. 4-yard gain for the Patriots.
And actually a better run than I thought. 4-yard gain, second and 6.
Seconds to go.
And Palomar under center. Clock running. Only 10 seconds left. It's going to be a handoff And he's just going to go to the ground. Riddell Anthony. And looks like that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Patriots trail 17-0. And now we await the halftime festivities.
Hey, y'all mind flipping the light on?
Oh, boy. We did pretty good. Oh, we did great. They did. Oh yeah, that was good. We did good. I have now called this team for 2 games in 1 half, and they have 0 offensive points. Offensive points. They had kickoff return by Riddell in the first game. And that right jump kick return. But wasn't on offense. Special teams and safety was defense. Their offense hasn't put points on the board in 2.5 games. How are you supposed to win a game and you can't score? You can't win a football game if you don't throw. The Giants have tried. Okay, it's Danny Dimes. Tried real hard, right? Saquon tried to carry the whole team. We need Danny Dimes to save us. Danny Dimes will save us. But that's this week. How long was halftime? I'd say about 16 minutes and 37 seconds. Would you say that? All right. I'm gonna get some air. Yeah. You get some Aire Libre. Whew. All right. But yeah, no, the most entertaining play is a half. Dude, that was crazy. Is there no Farragut spot? Is that like an all boys school? Alright, here we go. Looking out.
All right, Patriot fans. We have a special treat for everyone here tonight. Over the summer, the CDS Varsity Cheer Squad hosted a camp for elementary cheerleaders. As part of this camp, the elementary cheerleaders get to join and earn the right to be part of the varsity squad on the field for the second quarter, and now for your halftime show. But before we get started, we would like to acknowledge what is the gold standard in high school cheerleading here at CDS. We have first Stephanie Bainbridge, Alana Baldado, Kayla Bryce, Megan Cohen, Kate Dozier, Charlotte Fitz Harris, Anna Goldman, Aiden Gonzalez, Haley Cruella, Katie McCaffrey, Kiera McGrath, Madeline McNamara, Matilda Nowicki, Emily Orchard, Shelby Overton, Mia Scaglione, Sophia Schultz, Cameron Shepard, Meredith Smith, Sophia Schneider, Chloe Troyer, Abby Van Epps, Tiona Waters, Bria Willoughby, and Avery's Warren. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019-2020 high school cheer roster.
up for your Patriot cheerleaders.
got number 7? Oh, yeah.
What number are you talking about?
That's well, yeah.
He just got here.
Yeah, he just got here. And he transfers from
St. Pete High School, yeah.
The problem was is that he had his grades right, and he came to us. And thank God he came to us because he would have never passed that or FSA or whatever they're called. But he's hey, here's the thing. DN in college. He got offered by Louisville 2 years ago, but I think he's one double A DN. He'll end up at like probably like a. Nah, he doesn't have the grades for Birmingham. He'll end up at like the FAM or
Yeah, we're here.
Your running back's pretty. Your running back, if he gets it right, man, he's got a shot. I like 22. I watched him on film. He's a baby too, right? He's only a sophomore, right? Because last year was all seniors, right? Well, did you hear? All right, so are you guys? Did India Rocks play with the Lakers? They won the playoffs. They're right down. They were 16 down. They're right down the street. It's like we have to drive all the way to like
Brittany Bergen, please approach the press box. I'm the man, girlfriend. I'm the reason why you wanna be the man, girlfriend. I got black, I don't like this one. Hop outside the door, I know I'm about to blow.
fans, we start the second half. And miracles can't happen. Patriots are ready to go.
And welcome back, Patriots fans. Second half just about ready to start. Patriots trail 17-0. But don't let that stop you. Never lose hope. And the Patriots will be receiving the ball very soon after Harold kicks it off. And whoop, there it is. The second half has begun. It'll be returned by Najir Washington. Getting outside and then wrecked by a group of Admiral Farragut defenders.
Yeah, tried the stiff arm there, trying to cut up the left sideline, but just couldn't find any room.
By our high school cheer squad here in front of the Red Rain.
And, you know, for the Patriots, defensively, a pretty good outing, you know, to hold Farragut to 17 points right now, but just the offense having real trouble moving the ball down the field. If they could just start getting some points on the board, they could really come back and win this game.
Absolutely, but they're going to need something different to happen in their offense because it's just not been working. And they'll start this drive off right about the 25-yard line. Hand off to Ty Brown. He's going to be tackled for a small gain.
Ty Brown.
Gain of about a yard. Second and 9.
Gain of 1.
Yeah, you get the feeling it's been 2 quarters and really just not working out on the ground. You have a feeling they're going to have to look to the air at some point.
And at some point, you'd have to think that it's going to work.
You'd like to hope.
We do like to hope. Now Brennan Palomar, quarterback, handing it off. And that's going to be a small gain again. Ty Brown rushing.
Patriots line looked like it opened up something there, but then all of a sudden Admiral just swarms to the ball, and then all of a sudden only a gain of 2.
And after that small gain, it'll be 3rd and 6. Patriots need to get to the 35-yard line to keep the drive alive. They're going to think this one through. Everything's set and ready to go. Palomar under center. He's going to fake the handoff. Looking, moving, scrambling still. And he is going to be bottled up short of the first down and lifted off the ground.
Oh.
And there it is.
Oh, man.
We went from 1 flag to 2 flags to 3 flags. Count them. And, I mean, Brendan Palomar was hoisted up into the air like Simba.
Good 5 seconds after the play was over.
Yeah. It was almost a cheerleader move, making a pyramid.
Except he was not willing to do it.
No. And I mean, I have to imagine this is on Admiral Farragut, unless there was some after-the-play mumbo-jumbo shenanigans tomfoolery as Steve Dubosky jogs on to the field.
And you can imagine that's probably what he's saying about right now, or maybe something a little more explicit.
And Brendan Palomar are going to get up. Life just flashed before his eyes.
But good to see him get up so quickly after he just got completely demolished.
We'll see if that ends up being a positive play for the Patriots. And it looks like sometimes just taking one for the team pays off. And Brendan Palomar went along for the ride. And there'll be a gain of 15. Patriots first down.
First down.
And now that Palomar is going to take a break, we're going to get A.J. Lewis in at quarterback. First play going to be a handoff. getting off to Ty Brown. That'll be a gain of 2.
Clearly got to adjust to his role as QB. Stumbled a little bit on the handoff. Managed to get it off, though, and still the Patriots gained 3 on first down.
And I do believe he's gotten some snaps before this year. Not completely new.
More laundry against the Farraguts.
The face mask call is going to give the Patriots another 15. Now this is a way to move an offense.
It's one way to do it. If it won't
Absolutely.
work by the ground, it won't work by the air. Sometimes you just got to get it done through the refs.
Absolutely. Is it Patrick Mahomes or La Bandera Amarilla? No one knows. And now A.J. Lewis under center again. It's going to be a handoff, and he's tripped up quickly by the Admiral defenders. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards.
Tackle made on Ty Brown. Loss of 3. Second and 13.
It'll be 2nd and 13 after the loss. Patriots looking for a play, or maybe just a penalty, because that's worked pretty well. And it's going to be Palomar back in the game, scrambling, and not a fun return as he was taken down by number 24, Antonio Johnson. That's going to be a big loss. 2nd and 18.
Yeah, you got to think on 3rd and this long, you're going to have to pray for another penalty like the past 2 first downs.
Absolutely. And, of course, the down marker being messed up, showing a 2 when it's 3rd down. You could write an essay with Donald Kagan's thesis about, is it my fault for not being able to count? Or the down markers for not knowing how to do its job? Palomar throwing it. As your Washington had some separation, but pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, it looked like it could have gone either way. Maybe a little bit of jersey tugging by the Admiral defender, but no Bandera this time, and the Patriots are going to have a 4th down.
And they're in the part of the field where they could go for it, but unfortunately the distance is just going to be too much. And they'll look to A.J. Grysack to pin the Blue Jackets deep. Perhaps another miraculous punt play with the help of McLemore.
That would be something. But nothing's out of the question anymore.
And snap is good to A.J. Grysack. And a good punt. Bowman. It's going to take a nice bounce, but returned by Mott. Shifted, he's still going on his feet. And we'll see what happens.
Looks like there will be a flag back down by the 10-yard line.
Yeah, nearly got out to the 30-yard line on the return, but we'll see what the flag does to the play.
So I hear there's a dog in here. We can't have dogs.
We're announcing the game. I can't leave it because we gotta go. Okay, thank you. We're good.
This game slowing down like it's in the dog days. Referee's trying to make a decision. And it's going to be a penalty for a block in the back on Admiral Farragut. And they're going to say that it was a Blue Jackets blocker that was the bad guy.
Last couple flags going the Patriots' way. Now all of a sudden Farragut, after what looked like a good return, looks like they're going to be all the way back inside the 10. Or at the 10.
Yeah, the Admiral Farragut blocker thinking he was a tough guy, but really he was just a rough guy. There it is. And they're going to start this drive right around the 10-yard line.
Let him walk in, RJ. Hey, come on, bro. Get out of here. Have a menacing moment like man or what? Give me a break. The dude's sitting at home. Up here for 4 hours.
And finally, after blasting some Billie Eilish, Blue Jackets are going to take over, and that run is going to be stifled. Only a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, really got to give it to the Patriots D-line. It's been 2.5 quarters, but just no giving up, just constantly stopping that run, only allowing about 1 yard there.
Yeah, and after the run, it'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 9-yard line. Do we have the guy with the long name or the other guy in at quarterback? I don't know. It is the other guy. And the run of Jenkins. Still going. Forcing his way. Using his acceleration and mass. He is a force. Getting to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, force to be reckoned with. Cuts to the left side, just gets a convoy of Admiral blockers behind him. Pushes him all the way for the first down.
Absolutely. You want those blockers to get the appreciation they deserve, just like as if they'd made a great, incredible physics joke without even taking physics. They now have 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 20.
Looks like it'll be Tonio Shavers again at quarterback. The run of Jenkins.
Whoa. Who bottled him up?
And the whole team bottling him up. But I did see the legendary Special K Colossus from Calgary popping up like a meerkat from the pile.
Yeah, really a team effort there, but especially Infinite Mass Karosh just comes in and lays him out.
The only thing that can stop a force is Infinite Mass.
Showing up big. Tackle for a loss of 1. Hey, how do you guys Karush?
You can call him Special K. Special K. And still running is Mott. Very shifty, and he's going to cross the 35-yard line, getting to the 36.
Cole Brown and Dravlos. Water.
Finally,
10-yard plus gain by Admiral on the run. You know, Patriots doing a good job sometimes of holding him to 1, 2, or sometimes even negative yards, but occasionally just let that big chunk play through, and that's all it takes to get a first down sometimes.
And absolutely, it's been tough to go against Mott and Jenkins. Different style of play from each player. Patriots defense not able to adjust fast enough.
Instead of magma, it was nacho cheese. And I'm talking about any nacho cheese, the special, delicious type of queso that only our very own athletic director, Baker Mabry, makes. Would you sit there and run away from the queso, or would you stay and eat it?
It's a simple question, RJ. I'd really like you to answer. Personally, I would stay and eat that queso, and then I'd water it down with an ice cold Dr. Pepper, because that's as close to heaven as you get. So if you guys are hungry, make your way over to the concession stand and ask for some of that liquid hot magma or Baker Mabry queso.
I'm still confused at what exactly is going on here at the Wagner Athletic Complex, but it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Blue Jackets. Running outside is Mott. And he's still going. Every time he gets the ball, it's electric. And that'll be a gain of 6, maybe 7. And it'll be 2nd and 4. Maybe 3. I don't know. Counting was never a strength of mine. Hand off by Shavers. Mott again. Still shifting and stopped right around the first down marker. Halted by the infinite mass.
And it's going to depend on the spot, but it looked like they had him stop behind the line, but then all of a sudden just bursts forward momentum. Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
That will be the call. 1st and 10. 46-yard line. And now handed off to Jenkins, who is moving, still going down the sideline. Flag was thrown. And he's going to nearly get to the end zone, but was pushed out of bounds by Darrell Anthony.
But our assumption is it will come back.
Is our assumption.
But who am I to assume, really? And it is indeed on Admiral, and that will back them up a little bit further.
And if you're just now joining us, not a whole lot has happened in the third quarter. Patriots trail 17-0. 3 minutes, 44 seconds left in the third quarter. And that will indeed be a penalty on Admiral Farragut, moving them back 10 yards. 1st and 20 on September 20th, the day of the planned Area 51 raid.
Looks like Farragut's flagged 15 yards for knee-high socks. Gonna bring up a 1st and 20.
And there, Shavers handoff to Mott this time. And swarmed by the Patriots D-line. No gain.
Reggie Johnson, second.
Tackle will be credited there to Reggie Johnson, the sequel.
Bringing the wood. No gain on the play.
Will now be 2nd and 20 for Blue Jackets. We've got guy's name starts with V, long name.
Oh, come on!
Nearly taken down, running.
Ash!
Has been a little something, and out of bounds.
Ash Irvine.
Gain of about 9.
Flushes the quarterback out of the pocket. Manages to scramble.
Vong Venekeo. You can get it, you just have to keep remembering it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Well, after that crazy scramble, sets up a 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable, but, you know, shame to see the Patriots defense could have come up with yet another sack and maybe pushed him back to 3rd and 20 plus, but still, Farragut with a 3rd and about 14.
3-1-4.
Oh,
The pie is alive. And Vong Venekeo now scrambling again with the speed, and he will be tackled by Ty Brown and number 31, Gunnar Brynjolfsson.
Great tackle by Gunnar Brynjolfsson. Introducing himself to the football game here in midfield.
Now midfield, 4th down,
That's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Let's go.
about 6 yards to gain. What are they going to do? It looks like they will bring the punt unit out.
Yeah, Patriots, good job of containing that QB scramble. Tackles him at the 50, and now Patriots can maybe try and get the ball back and put some points up on the board. We're almost nearing the end of the 3rd quarter and still scoreless, but maybe that can change in the next drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Vong Venekeo, the name is long. The gain was short. And we now await the punt from Harold, who has shown he has a massive leg. It's going to fall, and it'll be down by Admiral Farragut around the 20-yard line. We're getting a flag.
Now a little extracurricular after the play.
Indeed. Not the cast kind. La Bandera Amarilla striking again. Admiral Farragut a little salty about it. Patriots will take those 15 yards.
And you hate to see it, but in this case, not if you're the Patriots.
Yeah.
Easy 15 yards, and now Patriots in at least better field position than they would have been before.
Yeah, absolutely. The Patriots now being free riders, taking advantage of some socialist football here. It looks like Palomar will be in the shotgun. Ty Brown right next to him per usual. And the referee is going to run in and say no. And the referee leaves. Let's see if we can actually play football. Handoff there. And still fighting is Ty Brown. And it looks like he'll gain about a yard or two.
That scrum results in a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, I guess the run gained a little bit more than I thought at first. And Palomar will again be in the shotgun. Ooh, rubbing his hands. Looked like he was calling timeout at first. Throwing it. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not good. Nearly a nice pass to Devin Chernin, but it was tipped, and a long interception return for the Blue Jackets, and they will be starting with 1st and goal. Only 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. They lead 17-0.
Yeah, it looks like he should have kept his hands still there. Just throws the ball a little too high, bounces up, and then Farragut makes a nice play with that one-handed interception. Almost brings it back for the touchdown, but at least Patriots managed to tackle him right near the end zone. But still, great field position for Admiral.
Yeah, absolutely. You thought something special was happening when you had Palomar rubbing his hands.
A little too much friction.
It looked like something good was going to happen there, but unfortunately, getting flashbacks of the Matt Hasselbeck in overtime. We want the ball and we're going to score, and then he threw a pick 6. Now Admiral Farragut with the ball. Handoff to Jenkins. Pushing, but brought down.
Look at Ash Irvine showing up in the second half. Beautiful golden locks of hair.
And not going very far. It will set up another Farragut 2nd and goal.
And we'll look if they take another snap here in the third quarter. Clock ticking down. They're going to need some McQueen speed if they want to get a playoff. Maybe just try to draw the Patriots off sides. 5 seconds left. And they, looks like they try to get a playoff. Does it count? They're going to say they got it off in time, and the referees are calling for a touchdown. It looks like they're going to snap it just before the end of the quarter, and they'll get a touchdown out of it. 6 more points, and they'll kick the extra point.
You hate to see that, just a quick, easy mistake, and Farragut's able to just turn it into free 6 or 7 points, depending on this extra point right now.
Yeah, they now lead 23-0. Extra point would make it 24, and I really thought that play started after the buzzing, whistling, whatever you want to call it, sound, but referees seeing otherwise. Joseph Harold, extra point. Good once again, and that'll make it a 24-0 lead for Admiral
And it looks like there's
Farragut.
another flag out after the play. We've seen enough of those tonight, but there is another one.
Looks like there's some flags on the play.
Referees will continue their discussion.
To quote Khalid, the referees are just talk.
Rick, if they come out and try to kick Tanner out of this game, I'm going to lose my mind on you. I know, but I will come down out of this game.
Well, certainly seen our fair share of personal fouls on Farragut's defense tonight, or rather offense. But that one goes against the Patriots.
That is unfortunate, and also unfortunate is the 24-0 deficit the Patriots face as we await the start of the fourth quarter.
Did you say there's an untimed down or it's 4?
We are going to start this fourth quarter with a kickoff just as Debs has entered the stadium. And, of course, this kickoff will be moved up in favor of the Blue Jackets due to the personal foul on the prior extra point. So they'll actually be kicking off from Patriots territory. We'll see if they just try and kick it through the end zone or if they try and finesse it.
He's kicking it straight out. Watch this.
And now the kick from Harold. And he's just going to bomb it. Almost had the distance. Get it between the uprights, and it'll be a touchback. Patriots started the drive at the 20-yard line.
Admiral really able to make use of that good field position. The last thing you want to do is give the Patriots a chance for a big return, maybe get them back in this game late in this fourth quarter.
Hey, we're fortunate enough here to have the head cheerleading coach, Kara Dozier, in the booth. So, Kara, gotta ask you a couple quick questions. First question, very important. The moon was made out of Swiss cheese. Would you eat it? I would too. Sounds delicious. Polish it down with a nice Chardonnay. So what's your favorite car, Kara?
And it looks like Admiral Farragut will use their first time out of the second half to plan their defense.
If you could go to one place, where would it be? Swain Field. Same with me. We're here tonight. Excellent.
I can't think of anything to talk about.
You're in water.
I gotta think.
That's so discount. Way to go, Kara Dozier, and thanks for joining us in the booth. And go Patriots.
And we thank you for joining us up here in the booth. It's been an interesting game, to say the least. Interesting punt earlier. Some good plays on offense and defense, but overall, pretty solid. What do you think, Reese?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a game of La Bandera Amarilla, the terrible towel, and that's going to be no bueno for the Patriots. Ty Brown getting stuffed.
Yeah, a lot of free handouts tonight by both teams, just managing to march their way up and down the field, back and forth, without any real, offensive plays.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's not a good play for the Patriots. Going in the wrong direction. If they want their defense to win this game for them, they're going to need 12 safeties to tie it, which is not ideal. Snap to Palomar. Looking, throwing quick to Rydell Anthony. It's caught, and he's just going to get spun around, rock you like a hurricane right there.
There's finally completion by the CDS offense. You think if they can just get a couple more of those, they can put together a complete drive. But for now, it's still second down and about 7.
Bring up 3rd and 7.
Or 3rd and 7, rather. Sorry.
Just blame the down mark. Just always blame the down marker. It's never your fault.
That's what I will. Right now, showing about a somewhere between a 2 and a 3. But as we know, it is 3rd down.
It almost looks like a 4. And Palomar wiping his hands didn't go so well last time. We'll see if that's different. Looks like someone jumped. Zebra Boys will tell us, and Zebra Boys ruling against the Patriots. False start.
Yeah, and looks
Loss
like
of
that
5.
false start will wipe out that gain on the last play and then back them up a little bit even more.
And Palomar on the shotgun. Looking to pass again. It's complete to Najir. Oh, no, it's not. It looks like Najir Washington just had the yips. He was open, and the pass was there.
Yeah, finally 3 quarters and then just some solid downfield throw right there, but just isn't able to make the catch by Washington. And instead, CDS is going to end up having a punt from deep in their own territory once again.
We'll see if we can get some trickery here or something, some sort of miracle where this punt works out extremely well for the Patriots. Because they're running out of time. Their chances of winning getting small like a Mazda Miata as they trail 24-0 with 10 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And thus the game. It's not a little low. Grysak, it's manageable, and he is going to sky this one. Not going super far. That'll settle down like a nice middle-class family right around the 37-yard line.
Close at 30 yards. What's his face is gonna meet tomorrow? Joel at the Bucks Bash. They wanna go into the Bucks Bash tomorrow. Hey, RJ Wood. I love all the guys that are injured that can get you all the dances at the same time. It's amazing.
All right, so that might have been recorded. And the handoff there to Jenkins. Sizable gain. And it looks like Nicholas Messina in at quarterback for the Blue Jackets.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
And 2nd and 6, if you thought Admiral was running the ball a lot earlier in these past couple 3 quarters, you're going to assume they're going to continue it into this 4th half. 4th half. Well, there's my math skills on display. But 4th quarter, and if Admiral can just keep running the ball, you can hope they can continue this blowout and maybe just get out of here with a win.
And Messina now in the shotgun, looking to pass. He's going to sling it, and it'll be off the hands of number 5, Hugo Helmbeck.
I'd like to take a moment to recognize our very own Coach Mark Jones, Patriot head coach Mark Jones, Buccaneer legend.
Patriots need to
Unfortunately, a graduate of the
attack
University
this
of Tennessee.
Admiral Farragut offense from all angles, just like the camera angles of
Leader of men,
Steven Spalding.
great character. Pleased to have
And it'll
him
now
here
be 3rd
as
down
part of our Patriot
and 7.
Yeah, that's a surprising 2nd down pass. You had a feeling they were just going to keep running it, but now Patriots have a chance to stop them on about 3rd and 6.
I can't as a Gator.
The handoff there. Jenkins running, getting the outside. Still going. Does this guy go down? broke like 40 million tackles and finally brought down around the 12-yard line.
Eventually, a little Marshawn Lynch beast mode just keeps plowing through defenders on his way inside the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Dragging them down at the 12. First down, Farragut.
And the gain there is low like Nas X. Maybe a little bit more than I thought, almost 5 yards.
Admiral Farragut beat Dominic Smith.
Panini, why are you trying to keep me teeny? And it'll now be 2nd and 5.
Yep, young Dom coming up big on that run stop, and maybe the Patriots can put together a stop deep in their own territory.
And clock now under 8 minutes left in the game. Admiral Farragut up 24. Looking to add to that. Messina dropped back to pass. Scrambling. Has room on the outside. And it's going to be close. He'll be stopped by the Patriots around the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, not enough to get inside the end zone, but just enough to pick up the first down. That's going to be 1st and goal from about the 3 yard line.
First down, Farragut.
And it looks like they made a quarterback keeper. And Messina into the end zone. Finding a lane just like the Strait of Messina, which is a thing in Italy. Between mainland Italy, you know, like the tip of the foot. Like
Yeah.
Italy's a boot,
Yeah.
and the island of Sicily.
Oh, so,
And there's a city named Messina.
Really?
It was a Jeopardy question, actually.
Oh.
And I got it right.
Huh.
Because
Wow.
that's what I do. Unfortunately, Patriots are now down 30-0.
Yeah,
And Harold will look to make that 31.
Unfortunately, much like the Roman Empire in its failing stages, Patriots unable to really control their own territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Just being besieged by the Visigoths. Or was it the, I don't know, barbarians? There was
One of
there was
those.
someone. Yeah, 476. That's all I remember.
We'll find Steve Spalding or Mr. Jannereth, if possible, to answer that question before this game ends.
And Harold's extra point. Good yet again. He's been perfect on the night. And Admiral Farragut now leading 31-0 with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game.
Hey guys, we have 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter, so don't forget about our 50-50 raffle. So please make your way to Sasha Facto. And knowing that 50% of the raffle goes to the Center for Innovation, with the other 50% going to the Reichenberg Children's Foundation that funds them, all 12 kids, to go to the CDS campus here. So please come and support Reichenberg and the Center for Innovation.
And now Harold getting ready to kick off on his extra points and field goals. He's been cold as ice. And he's going to bomb this kickoff deep. And it'll be fielded by Riddell Anthony. Oh, maybe not Riddell Anthony. Amari Brown changing up who's fielding the kickoff. And the Patriots will start their drive at the 30-yard line. The Patriots here, only 7 minutes left in the game, down by 31, which is a lot. And they'll look to pass, maybe throwing a deep vertical route or maybe a post Malone. And Palomar rolling to his right, running, scrambling, getting past the 40, down right about the 43-yard line. And that should be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that's been the way that the last couple of pass attempts have gone. Palomar steps back to throw and then doesn't really see much and must be a little uneasy after that last interception. So instead just takes off down the right sideline. Good decision, picks up the first down, and now the Patriots might be able to put together a drive.
Absolutely, and down 31 at this point, you can't really worry about interceptions. You just want to try and get points on the board. Can't worry about your pride, almost like dancing when you don't know there's a camera recording you. Ouch.
How oddly specific.
Yeah, just kind of floated into my head.
Hypothetical.
Possibly hypothetically in the words of Mr. Holsington. And it'll be Palomar under center. Run to Rydell Anthony, and he is going to be stopped behind the line, loss of 2.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Admiral defender was able to get around the left side and just almost grab him from behind on that run and take him down.
Will actually be a loss of 3. It'll now be 2nd and 13. Patriots probably looking to pass again. Or maybe just pretend to pass and scramble. We'll see. And Palomar will pass, but that pass is too high up there. It'll be 3rd down and 13. Washington was open, but...
Yeah, something tells me that was not where that was intended, just a little over his head.
Yeah, I also would agree that it was not intended for Patrick Swayze Ghostland. As we visit usually once a game in all of our sports here at the AV League.
But no matter. Sets up about a 3rd and 13 from the Patriots' 40-yard line. See if they can complete it, or maybe receive a free handout, courtesy of the refs.
And Palomar back to pass, throwing it straight to Dylan Vargo. Vargo making some moves, and he'll pick up some yards, but not enough. He's going to be tackled around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, finally set up that pass behind the line of scrimmage they were looking for. Able to get past it and just keep going, but unfortunately just dragged down about 5 yards short.
Yeah, and you think at this point in the game, in this part of the field, they'd have to be going for this on 4th down, and it looks like they will. They're on the 48-yard line. Need to get to the 53 for the first down. And maybe the Patriots will just take a shot here. And they will. Play action. Palomar running for his life. Looking to scramble. Tiptoeing down the sideline. And he might be getting a first down out of that.
Palomar showing no fear as he scrambles around the right side.
And it looks like he will. Just an incredible job. It looked like they had him swallowed up. Turns on the Jets up the right sideline. Tiptoe all the way to the 45 of the Admiral Blue Jackets.
Absolutely plenty of honor and interest there, but absolutely no fear from Palomar. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Patriots, and a manifestation of the Patrick Star prophecy. They're taking the ball, and they're moving it over there.
And without the refs. No Bernie Sanders handouts tonight.
Absolutely not. So Antonio Brown got cut.
Oh.
And that's all we're going to say about that. But, yeah. that happened. That's kind of big news.
Alright, I'm doing anyway.
Yeah.
Also in the news, Tampa Bay Rays making a playoff push.
Oh, wouldn't know.
They might win 95 games and not make the playoffs. They're in a tough duel here for the 2 wild card spots, fighting the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. So we'll cross our fingers the Rays will get in. They've been just short for a few years straight now. And on that previous play, Brendan Palomar was not just short. Getting the first down, 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Is Farragut an all-boys school?
And they will start out or continue at the 45-yard line.
Definitely a lack of female presence.
And Palomar nearly getting wrecked, and there, oh, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, just lucky to hold on to the football there.
Yeah, it's all about ball protection at that point, and it's going to be a loss of 4. Oh, maybe only 3.
Palomar gets tackled for a loss.
Looked like on the tackle there it was
Bless his heart.
Robert Lovett, and you can bet he's loving it after that sack. I'm sure that's something that Lovett covets. And enough with the rhyme. 2nd and 13. Brendan Palomar in the shotgun. And that looked like offsides from my angle. Encroachment, offsides, what have you. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. Patriots down 31-0. They're going to get 5 free yards.
Yeah, and there you go. Just completely cancels out that sack, gives the Patriots a couple extra yards. Now it's 2nd and 8, and maybe they can complete this one.
Now 2nd and 8. Looking to capitalize on what's been a fairly good drive so far for the Patriots. Almost looked like they jumped again, and that pass is going to be not on target. Bouncing at Najir Washington's feet. And it'll now be 3rd and 8.
Clearly looking downfield a lot more than they were earlier in the game, just not being able to connect.
And there have been some inaccurate throws, but it's tough to throw accurately when you're constantly being pressured. So it's difficult on where to place the blame there.
Yeah, especially when the defense is clearly expecting pass this late in the game with CDS down 31.
And now 3rd and 8. Palomar looking to pass, shockingly. And it's going to be nearly caught by Riddell Anthony Jr., but he's going to be hit right as he was about to catch it by number 20, Mario Thompson.
Yeah, they always say you're supposed to catch the ball if you get both hands on it, but that's a little tough to do when you got a defender just slamming your back the second that you're trying to make the catch.
Yeah, just perfect timing there by Thompson. As soon as that ball hit his arms, he laid the boom.
And now, while it is 4th down, you have to assume that the Patriots are going to go for it here, down 31 with only 3.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
This is true. Patriots will be going for it. 4th and 8. Need to convert here, or it will be turned over. Let's see what the call is. Snap to Palomar. Throwing a bomb. And not going to be caught, but it looks like they'll get PI. So the Zebra boys coming in clutch. And that should be good enough for a Patriots 1st down.
Patriots patiently waiting to call on the field. That penalty is going to result in the Patriots 1st down.
Well, after throwing it deep, they will get help of the referees on what was clear pass interference. It'll be a gain of 15. Patriots now 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to have the ball here at the 28. play action, throwing it, but whistles abound. It looks like he was targeting a lineman.
And refs. Oh. Encroachment yet again. Going to move the Patriots up another 5 yards. This drive, once again, just refs make an appearance almost every single play.
1st and 5.
And after the gain in 5, it'll be 1st and 5 now from the 24-yard line.
Tell him, dude.
And Patriots looking to complete this drive. They've driven well so far, Ty Shellhorn style. And that pass is completed. Rydell Anthony now put in the sideline. He will be in the end zone for a Patriots touchdown that has long been awaited. No flags.
Great play by Rydell. That's what they've been looking for all night. That short pass that he can just turn on, uses athleticism, and find a way to get in the end zone.
Absolutely. Dropping a dime, Danny Dime style. And that'll make the game 31-6, which feels better.
It does.
Patriots finally getting an offensive touchdown, something they haven't been able to do. And we will await the extra point from A.J. Grysak.
And the extra point looks like a curveball to the left, but just barely manages to fit in between the uprights. And it is good. That will give the Patriots 7 points.
Indeed, Greg Maddox painting the corner there.
Grysak's leg is just too strong.
Patriots getting the full 7.
Indifferent to the tip. Finds his way over the crossbar. Extra point good for the Patriots. Here we are, Wagner Field. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the 4th. Admiral Farragut, 31. Patriots 7.
And now after we've all been jamming out to Cotton Eye Joe, it's going to be an onside kick for the Patriots. And a little bit of trouble with the recovery there from Admiral Farragut, but they will recover and start off at the 50-yard line. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left here. Patriots trail 31-7.
Yeah, clearly tried to catch him off guard with that surprise onside kick, but nobody was really fooled for Farragut. Now they get the ball at about the 50-yard line, and you're going to have to assume that they're going to try and run, and just try and run the clock out.
Literally trying to run the clock out. Looks like Messina will be in quarterback again. It's going to be a handoff to Jenkins. Look at that. Strength on the tackle there. Number 21, Cole Brown. Stopping the force. The force was with him on that play.
Yeah. And there is our personal favorite up here at the AV League. Special K, Colossus from Calgary, Infinite Mass, whatever you want to call him. Karosh Rashidian making the final play on that tackle and making sure that Admiral gets about a gain of 0 on that one.
Exactly. Can't divide by that gain because it would be undefined.
Ooh.
You know you like this. Film it. Sing it, dude.
And after Neil Diamond graces us with his presence, it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jackets. Jenkins still going. Still going. And almost to the first down. It should be 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah, it looked like the Patriots D just had him swallowed up, maybe for only a gain of 1 or 2, and then all of a sudden Farragut offensive line swarms and just pushes him all the way. Now it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1.
Absolutely. It did look like the tackle there was made by the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Jackson, Girl Club member, also member of CDS Baseball. And Messina handing off to Jenkins again, feeling like a broken record, and it'll be a 1st down. Reaching the 34. Got less than 2 minutes left in this game. Still a score of 31 for Admiral Farragut, Patriots 7.
Yeah, and you got to think with that 1st down, Farragut's just going to want to try and run the clock out here, not give the Patriots another chance to score like they did in that last drive.
Absolutely. That'll probably be the goal for Admiral Farragut, unless they try to get cute with it and throw downfield. Clock ticking down to a minute 15. And looks like Admiral Farragut taking time out with a minute 11 left.
Maybe just going to plan their victory celebration, but who knows?
Who knows indeed. It's 1st and 10. They've got time to run out the clock.
Just contemplating how they're going to kneel down?
Yeah,
or
I mean, and if you were watching the Tulane-Houston game, which I was not, but I saw the highlights, they did a fake kneel, I believe.
I've never heard of that before.
Something.
I've heard of a fake spike, but
it might have been. I don't think it was. I think it was a fake kneel. I think they were pretending like they were going to kneel and run the clock out to make a last-second field goal, and then they threw it and scored a touchdown.
To faking like they're trying to get it into overtime?
I don't know. I gotta watch it again, but it was tricky.
Run it back to Sports Center.
Tulane defeated Houston last night, and that handoff by Admiral Farragut to number 8, Yasir McClellan.
And it looks like we are out of video for this broadcast. So for the final 57 seconds, we're going to go to radio mode over here. Reese?
Yep, we're on radio now.
That's my switching to radio noise. 55 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down and about 12.
And it seems that near the end of the game, most every game, the cameras, they just run out of battery. They don't have the stamina to last an entire CDS Patriots football game.
But we do. So we will stay here for the final minute, try to describe the game as best we can.
And continually give us excellent performances here every night.
So Patriots D will trot out potentially for the last or second to last time here.
It is 2nd and 12 for Admiral Farragut, but that doesn't matter much. They're just going to run out the clock here. lining up. Messina in the shotgun. And it's going to be snapped, handed off to Mott. Mott actually going outside, running. He's going to get the first down. He's tackled right around the first down marker, so maybe not just running out the clock. Looks like he'll stay in bounds.
Washington with a tackle on the outside.
Clock now under 40 seconds. And looks like we'll just have one more play in this game to end it. Now 3rd and 1.
And so, with less than 20 seconds left, Farragut looking potentially just take a knee or maybe one last run for the final play of the game.
And it looks like clock under 10 seconds. Are we even going to need another play? And it looks like we will not.
Oh, okay.
And the clock is out. Game is over.
They're just gonna leave
Patriots
that one.
fall to the Admiral Farragut Blue Jackets 31-7 here on Area 51 Day. And that is all.
Thank you.
Despite some crazy punt plays,
Yeah.
the help of the Zebra Boys, that's going to be our final.
And Patriots able to get a touchdown late in this one, get it to 31-7 to prevent the shutout, but regardless, still fall.
And that is going to be all from us. I've been Reese Kaplan.
And I am Frank Verdi.
And good night and so long from the Wagner Athletic Complex here at CDS.